The continuing fallout of the arrest of Kavitha in Hyderabad. In about 40 minutes from now, the Enforcement Directorate will be bringing her to Delhi on a special flight. Kavitha's brother and former Telangana Minister KTR has now attacked the Modi government over his sister Kavitha's arrest by the Enforcement Directorate. Rama, who was on video confronting ED officials, and I'll show you that in just a moment, has launched a Khilji jibe at Prime Minister Modi. He says Modi's forces have invaded Hyderabad and taken Kavitha, his sister, to Delhi. KTR has called the Prime Minister Khilji's successor. So a lot of history in this attack. KTR attacking the Prime Minister directly for the arrest of his sister. Listen in, and we'll also show you what happened at Kavitha's residence.
Door is open. Madam Bhanupriya Meena says, search is over and arrest warrant is produced. And now she says, hold on. And now she says, we can't come in. Family cannot come in. And she also says that she has no time.
Let's go straight across to India today's Apurva, who's live with us from Hyderabad. She was outside Kavitha's residence a short while ago. Apurva, like you told us, 8:40 p.m. is when that special flight, the Enforcement Directorate will be bringing Kavitha back to Delhi. Is that still on track?
That's right, Shiv. As of now, there's been also heavy deployment there at the Shamshabad airport, which is Hyderabad's airport here, and heavy security has been deployed there as well. According to airport sources, we do get to know that this is the time, that is 8:40 around. She'll be taken in a flight to Delhi, accompanied by ED officials as well. Most likely, her husband, Mr. Anil, is also to be accompanying Kavitha there for the questioning for which she is being brought into Delhi. Remember, she had been arrested under Section 3 in the allegations and charges of money laundering. That's what the arrest warrant had stated, that which is why she had been arrested. And interestingly, Kavitha being brought in today takes a strong jibe from KTR on Mr. Modi as well. We're seeing how KTR, who's Kavitha's elder brother, he had also arrived here just minutes before she was taken away. He had entered into an altercation with ED officials demanding, the illegal arrest that was taking place. In fact, KTR also, in the video that we've just going to play out, he's also demanded why the arrest is taking place, especially on a Friday, and is levying charges against Prime Minister Modi and stating that it's almost just like how Khilji had invaded and had destroyed the same way Modi's forces are invading into Hyderabad and capturing Kavitha. That's the word that he's used, remember. It's a strong statement coming in there from Kavitha's brother there, Mr. KTR. He's going on to state that this is not the first time that, these kind of attacks have been made. Earlier on, we'd seen how the ED had arrived here in Hyderabad for questioning Kavitha. Yes, the last time it was quite different because she had also cooperated with the officials there. They had arrived here at this very residence where we are at, and they had gone in and they had also spoken to her for hours on end, the questioning and interrogation that had taken place right at her house. But this time, the ED officials have taken Kavitha into custody. They're going to be bringing her into Delhi in a short while from now, taking a special flight from where she'll be brought into Delhi for further questioning. Shiv.
Apurva, thanks for joining me on that. There are many reactions that have also come in. Let's just play those out for our viewers.
This is not acceptable at all, because see, the matter is pending. It is sub judice before Honorable Supreme Court of India, and the matter is listed on 19th, and it was indicated in the court that it will be listed as high up on the board. When being so, see, these people they're trying to arrest now. It is totally unacceptable. One of the prayer in the writ petition pending before Supreme Court is also not to take coercive steps. When that being so, a leave was granted and it was tagged along with batch of matters. Now, that being so, they can't illegally enter into the house and they can't arrest her. Being a woman, she is protected by CRPC. That is our entire case.
एक्स मुख्यमंत्री केसीआर की बेटी जो कि एमएलसी है वो तो अरेस्ट होना ही था, क्योंकि ये मोदी काल है और मोदी काल में कोई भी करप्शन करने वाला बच नहीं सकता। केटीआर को मैं कहना चाहूंगा, मुझे भी इसी प्रकार से बिना नोटिस के अरेस्ट किया गया था जब तुम्हारी सरकार थी। पीढ़ी एक्ट डाल के मुझे 77 डेज जेल को भिजाया था। तो समय बदलता है, कल समय हमारा खराब था, आज समय तुम्हारा खराब है। हमने वो समय पर कोई गलती नहीं की थी, लेकिन आज तुम्हारी बहन ने बहुत बड़ी गलती की है, उसने शराब घोटाला किया है।
कविता के साथ जिन लोगों का रोल था वो अरविंद केजरीवाल का, पंजाब के लोग, कुछ लोगों का, उनका भी सामने अभी आएगा। कविता का डायरेक्ट इन्वॉल्वमेंट थी शराब की पॉलिसी बनवाने में और शराब के लोगों को, साउथ के लोगों को यहाँ लाने में। तो इसलिए आज जो कार्रवाई हुई है, ये कार्रवाई भी बहुत लंबे समय तक हम इंतजार करते थे कि इसमें भी, शराब घोटाले में भी इंसाफ मिलेगा। अरविंद केजरीवाल के साथ जो बाकी लोग भी इन्वॉल्व हैं उनकी भी अरेस्ट होनी चाहिए और इसमें जिन लोगों ने दिल्ली का करोड़ों रुपया लूटकर अपनी जेबों में डाला उनको हिसाब देना चाहिए।
19 को जब आपका हियरिंग है, इतना जल्दबाजी क्या है? जब मोदी जी हैदराबाद में हैं और आप उसको अरेस्ट करना चाहते हैं, क्या दिखाना चाहते हैं? ये केस 1 साल से चल रहा है, इसमें कोई सबूत नहीं है, कहीं कैश पकड़ा नहीं है। ये बीआरएस पार्टी को धमकाने या डराने के लिए काम कर रहे हैं बीजेपी वाले या कांग्रेस वाले मिलकर। देखिए, हम जो भी लीगल ऑप्शन हमारे सामने है उसको हम लोग एक्सप्लोर करेंगे।
Munish Pandey also with us from the national capital. Munish, 8:40 is when that flight apparently takes off with Kavitha on board, with the ED officials bringing her back to Delhi. Once she arrives here, then what happens, Munish? And also, does this in some ways clear the decks for, a next possible high-profile arrest? Everyone knows who I'm talking about. Arvind Kejriwal has dodged many summons in the same case. Does this in any way affect what's going to happen in that respect?
Well, Shiv, as far as K. Kavitha is concerned, once she lands in Delhi, she will be taken to the Enforcement Directorate's headquarters in the national capital, and for the night she will be in lockup. Tomorrow morning, her medical checkup will be done, and then she will be produced before a designated court in the national capital, where ED will be seeking, custody of K. Kavitha for the next few days. Now, as far as Arvind Kejriwal is concerned, remember, he has been summoned for 8 times by the Enforcement Directorate, and ED has been alleging that he is skipping summons one by one. They have also filed 2 applications before the designated court, that is the PMLA court in the national capital, and ED has claimed that purposely, deliberately, Arvind Kejriwal is not appearing before the Enforcement Directorate for questioning. Now, the timing is going to be extremely important, Shiv, because what we have seen today, that K. Kavitha has been arrested. She will be produced before the PMLA court tomorrow, and in the same court, the matter of Arvind Kejriwal will be heard, because the court has also summoned Arvind Kejriwal on the complaint of Enforcement Directorate to appear tomorrow. So it is going to be extremely important, because what we have been given to understand by the ED officials, that ED officials will be giving the reasoning that why they need to question Arvind Kejriwal immediately. And if that happens, if the direction comes from the court that ED is free to question Arvind Kejriwal, and if there is a direction by the court that Arvind Kejriwal should appear before the Enforcement Directorate immediately, then after questioning Arvind Kejriwal, they can decide whether to arrest him or whether he should be summoned again. But as far as ED's case is concerned, what the sources have been indicating, that they have solid evidence against Arvind Kejriwal. They want to give Arvind Kejriwal, a chance to defend himself, chance to defend on the allegations. But Arvind Kejriwal has to appear before the agency for that. And if he fails to appear, ED is free to take any action, and that also includes arrest at any given point of time. That is what we have been told by our sources. And also during questioning, ED claims that they have solid proof. But if he fails to give a justification on the allegations which has been leveled by the Enforcement Directorate, which is also mentioned in the charge sheet, which is open in public, if he fails to defend himself, then ED will be free to take coercive action against Mr. Arvind Kejriwal.
Okay,
Shiv.
Munish, thanks very much for joining me on that. The story is clearly not over. That flight will be bringing Kavitha to Delhi very, very shortly, late tonight. PMLA court, questioning, interrogation, and we'll have to see whether there's another high-profile arrest that follows after that. Now, let's just summarize for you the Enforcement Directorate charges against Kavitha. Remember, the BRS and Kavitha, her family, say this arrest is completely illegal since the issue has been pending in the Supreme Court. But this is the Delhi Liquor Gate case. It's a part of the South group of this Liquor Gate syndicate as far as the Enforcement Directorate case is concerned, where an alleged South cartel played a key role in Delhi's liquor policy. The accused has been named, the accused Amit Arora has named K. Kavitha during questioning by the Enforcement Directorate. Aam Aadmi Party's communications in charge, Vijay Nair, allegedly got 100 crore rupees in advance from this so-called South group, and we have a graphic on that as well. Co-accused Arun Ramachandra Pillai apparently represented Kavitha. He was the front man for Kavitha, and that is how allegedly money from this entire liquor gate system was being funneled into the BRS. Apurva continues to be with us from Hyderabad. Apurva, what is the BRS planning to do? KTR very, very agitated, justifiably so, in those images which we'll show our viewers. What is the BRS planning to do now? There was protests outside the house, etc. Are they planning to do something in Delhi as well?
Shiv, what we're learning right now is, Kavitha's cousin there and BRS senior leader Harish Rao is just addressing the media right now. In fact, he goes on to say that this is an undemocratic arrest that has taken place, and that the area officials, knowing very well that the BRS will not be able to approach the courts tomorrow to stop the arrest, have in fact, it's an illegal arrest of K. Kavitha, and that she is being brought into Delhi on an illegal arrest. That's what the BRS is going ahead and alleging. In fact, the BRS has also called for a statewide protest there tomorrow, and has encouraged and urged all the BRS party cadres, members and their families to participate in these mass protests that is going to be taking place. Just a short while back, we're also seen right outside Kavitha's residence, where I am currently standing at. BRS cadres had arrived here. There had been anti-Modi slogans that had taken place as well, and this amidst the heavy deployment of police, might I add, who were here in the area well until Kavitha was taken in that vehicle to the airport there. Yes, the party is planning to hold mass protests there across the state. There's a statewide protest that has been called by the BRS. Are these protests going to carry on into Delhi tomorrow? That's something that KTR and Harish Rao will have to decide. Those are the party leaders there. In fact, KCR, who is the BRS chief, and Kavitha's father there, he's been in constant touch with KTR and Harish Rao, tracking movements. In fact, Kavitha's mother there, she's just now come inside the residence there. She's gone inside Kavitha's house right now, and she's there with the family of Kavitha there, and she's looking into the matters. We know that the family is trying to keep themselves strong, put on a brave face, but emotions are high, especially with the KCR family and with the BRS cadres themselves, as Kavitha has now been taken to Delhi.
And remember that Kavitha is the third high-profile arrest so far in the Liquor Gate case. Those who've been arrested so far have spent many months already in jail, under trial, being investigated in this entire case. So clearly this is a tough time for the KCR family, as K. Kavitha therefore is arrested. So far, it was a game of cat and mouse as far as the legalities were concerned. But today what the Enforcement Directorate did was they raided Kavitha's house, they took her into custody, and then they arrested her. There was a confrontation inside the house, and I'll show you that video as well. We'll put the sound up and show you the video of what happened inside the house when KTR, the brother of K. Kavitha, confronted those officials. Can we get that video up? Let's just put that sound up on.
Search is over and arrest warrant is produced, and now she says, hold on. And now she says, we can't come in. Family cannot come in, And she also says that she has no transit warrant, she cannot produce before a magistrate, but she wants to make a case. Listen, you have given an undertaking in Supreme Court, and now you're violating it. You're in serious trouble. You're in serious trouble.
You have the legal remedy always available.
I'm telling you, you're coming. Madam Banupriya Meena says, search is over and arrest warrant is produced.
Okay, live images coming from outside the Hyderabad airport where Kavitha has just arrived in a vehicle with the Enforcement Directorate. Huge police presence, big crowd there as well. This is the big story. Kavitha is no less than the former outgoing, the previous Chief Minister's daughter. The all-powerful KCR's daughter, Kavitha. That's her in green. You can see her in these pictures. Let's just listen into some sound in case she speaks. The crowd, she's in green, she's in a green sari, walking through there with security, with the Enforcement Directorate as she's escorted inside the airport to be flown back, to be flown, I beg your pardon, to Delhi, the national capital, where the Enforcement Directorate has already arrested her. She will be produced in a PMLA court, that's a money laundering court, and then proceedings will go on for there. That's Kavitha there, being taken inside the airport. She's been taken inside the airport now. She will be boarding that flight around 8:40 is what we are given to understand. So dramatic scenes from outside the airport as well. There she is. That's her in green there, in the green sari. That's Kavitha, as she's escorted by the Enforcement Directorate a couple of hours after she was arrested following a dramatic raid and a confrontation inside her official residence in Telangana's capital, Hyderabad. The Enforcement Directorate has arrested her following at least 2 or 3 summons which were not adhered to. This is not the first time that Kavitha is being questioned, but it is the first time that she's been taken into custody, and most certainly the first time she's been arrested in this case, the third high-profile arrest in this case. Apurva continues to be with us. Apurva, dramatic scenes outside the Hyderabad airport, large amounts of police, expectedly, as Kavitha is taken into the airport for that flight that you were reporting about.
Shiv, we're seeing the visuals there. Kavitha has just reached the Shamshabad airport, Hyderabad's airport here, and she'll be taken in that special flight roughly around 8:40 this late evening into Delhi, where she'll be taken into custody, at the ED offices there in Delhi. What we are getting to learn is that the BRS, has already called for a statewide protest out here. Tomorrow, BRS cadres in across all districts will be, making these protests that will be taking place there. KTR, who is Kavitha's elder brother there, he's still with the family. He's speaking with them, and he is ensuring that things are in proper order here as Kavitha has been taken to Delhi. He's the one who's ensuring that the family stays together out here, while the other family members are trying to maintain order and decorum within the party. Kavitha is all scheduled to, take off to Delhi in a special flight roughly around 8:40 this late evening, and she will be arriving into Delhi shortly after, where she will be escorted by ED officials, and she will be taken into custody. We're also seeing how she's being accompanied by her husband, Mr. Anil, there, along with Kavitha, who's also going to be flown into Delhi. He's going to accompany her as the ED has escorted her, has taken her into custody. What we are getting to learn is the arrest that has been made is a specific charge, that is Section 3 of the PCLA of the Money Laundering Act, under which the Enforcement Directorate has arrested Kavitha. So it's a grave charge there that Kavitha has been arrested in, and we're going to see how this is going to play out Remember earlier on, there were interrogations and questioning that took place right at this very spot where I'm at, at her residence for almost over 10-12 hours continuously,
Yes.
where ED officials from Delhi had flown in and interrogated Kavitha. But now today, finally, almost after 5 hours of questioning and interrogation, the ED officials have now slapped the case on her for money laundering and have now taken her into Delhi.
Okay, Apurva, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thanks very much. K. Kavitha is at the airport now. She'll be boarding that flight. She'll be landing in Delhi late tonight, and then those proceedings will continue here in the national capital. I want to tell you about the South cartel link that has unraveled with K. Kavitha.